brothers and sisters. My name is Emmanuel. You hear me? Okay, thanks a lot. So my clean time is 8 years and 5 months. When I talk about my recovery and my addiction, it took so long, for me to put everything together. To finish it, but I can try to talk also about my recovery. I remember in 2010, when I was in an addiction situation, I met with someone. Are you hear me?
Yes,
hello.
We're here. We're all
Yes.
here. We can hear you.
Yeah, I met with someone. His name is David. He is volunteers from America. I met with him in our hometown in Bagamoyo, Tanzania, East Africa. He was addict. He's still using. I met with him, and he was my friend. And he gave me 2 books from Narcotics Anonymous, but I didn't know anything about these books. He gave me these books, and he tried to tell me, there are hope inside of these books, but I didn't believe it because I didn't know anything about Narcotics Anonymous, and in my town, everyone they know that he addict, you can stop using. So I anything about this book, and I didn't think if this book version books. I'm trying it to try. For someone, I sold this book for $2. It was basic test and just for today books. I sold these books for very cheap because I didn't know. And in 2011, I got
If everyone can stop their videos for a little bit, maybe it'll increase the bandwidth so it doesn't cut him out. So for when Emmanuel's speaking from Tanzania, if we cut our videos, it might increase the bandwidth so he can more freely share.
I go to escape because here in Tanzania. Hey guys.
We hear you.
Sorry guys, my connection is not good little bit. So in 2011, I decided to go in Zanzibar, to continue my using there. So when I was in Zanzibar, I heard that there are rehabilitation there, so I can get help for my using. But inside of the inside of rehabilitation, there's something you must to pay there. You can pay money. I meet with someone. He told me there are one American is owner of the hotel there. Emerson helped me to get help for me to go inside of the rehabilitation. And there, I talked with him. So called someone. His name is Suleiman Mauli. He came. He took me. And he bring me inside of the rehab. So when I was there on the rehab, the first things which I've seen is the books which I sold for someone else in my town. 2 books, basic test and just for today books. I say, wow, what is this? So I stayed there for 2 days in detox, and then I started to join on the meeting. So when I was inside of the meeting, I found something very special inside of the books which I sold for very cheap in my town. And I started to think that there are hope inside of myself, you know. And these things, it helped me a lot. I stayed there at the rehab for 5 months, and I decided to go back in my town, because in my town there are only one who have stopped using there, and I was only 5 months. But when I came back in my town, I was homeless. I have nothing. I, I don't have a place to sleep. I don't have money to eat. I have really nothing, you know. But to have a place to sleep and to have money for eating is not a big deal for me, you know, because I, my big deal for me, it was addiction, you know. So I was struggling there too much, and I started back to make artwork. So I make art and then I sell. I get money for food, get money for buying soap. I continue like this. After 4 months, I get work. There are someone, you know, is owner of the hotel also. He's a French Canadian. His name is Sylvan. He gave me job inside of his hotel. So he gave me food. He gave me place to sleep. I was staying there inside of the hotel. But there also it was a big challenge for me, because it was like hotel. So there are everything inside there. The alcoholic, you know, there also he was smoking ganja, things like this. But for me, I was sick and tired about addiction, you know. So I haven't copied his vibes, you know. I was looking for myself. I will stay there for 1 year. After 1 year, it was very hard for me, because he didn't pay me anything. He was only paying me food and sleeping. But for myself, I need to grow up. So I started to move. I went back in Zanzibar. You know, there are some beach there in Zanzibar. It's called Nungwi Beach. So I was there. I was making some art, and I have heard that there are some NA convention in Dar es Salaam. It was the 2014. And I tried to make a lot of art, you know, with any symbol, but I didn't know how people from any they look like. It was my first time, you know. I just only know books, and I know some recovering addicts in my town, but I don't know if there are people, you know, from all over the world they are living without using. So in 2010, I attend East African NA convention, and I meet with a lot of people from different countries, most of them from America. I meet with them. They are very good people. They are friendly people. And from when I was there, I started to think that, you know, NA is very special things in our life, because I try to see them how they are living. I meet with some people, they have 80 years clean. Some people they have 20. Some people they have 40 years. So it was very good things for myself, you know. So it was in 2014. We finished our convention, and I decided to go back in my town to open my own group there in my town in Bagamoyo, because in my town I was the only one who know Narcotics Anonymous program. So I tried to go back in my town and to try to help other addicts, you know, to get new way of life. So I started my own meeting. I find a place. I was only recovering addict inside of this meeting. So I make a meeting with a bunch of addicts. All of people there, they are addicts. I'm only one I'm not using. But I try to help a lot of them, and I get some books, you know, from Jacqueline. Jacqueline, because when I was on the convention, I get connection with Jacqueline Leo. So she tried to send me some books, some key tag to help my home group there. So after 6 months, many people in my town, they started to know about Narcotics Anonymous, and they start to become clean. But when I received these books, I didn't know if there are any different about these books. If there are some books is from maybe Baby Blue, and there are some books from now, I didn't know about it, and I didn't know any different about these books. I was thinking all these books is about any. So in 2015, we've arranged, like a learning day. It was in Dar es Salaam. So there are some members from now, they came there, and I was the HNI chair in our region. So when we were inside of the meeting, I remember there are some talks, they said that, there are some people, they received the book, from Jacqueline Leo. Jacqueline Leo, she's bad person. They received the Baby Blue, and they pointed me. So when they pointed me, I tried to ask Imran Kalamari. He was our leader in our region. I tried to ask him, what is Baby Blue? Because I don't know. I think all books, the same, all we any. And Imran, he didn't give me any answer. So from this day, I tried to go deep to know about these books. Why these people, they try to crush this, to say a lot of bad things about this book. So it's like they find something, to find the truth. But when I'm going deep about these books, I think this book is okay, because this book is for free. And many times when I'm trying to help my people in my town, I need to pay books, to pay for the region, And when I'm trying to go deep, I think there are any bad things about these books, and they try to tell me, don't talk with Jacqueline Leo, she's bad person. I say, no, for me, it's not bad person. She is not bad person for me, So you can choose someone for me to connect it. So when I continue to tell them the truth and to ask them question, tell me, this book is bad. Why is bad? It's not like you tell me this book is bad. You don't give me reason why this book is bad. And they say this books, because they wanted to against nous. I say no. Our problem is not nous. Our problem is addiction in our town. And these books, everything it is written inside. The same things it is written in any books. So for me, my problem is to help my people in my town, So I don't think this book is bad. So I was continue talking with Jacqueline, and Jacqueline, she continued to send books for me, and I was very grateful for it. I continued to be chairman of HNI maybe for 2 months, and then they fire me. They say, no, we don't want you because you're against us. I say, okay, if you say me against you, it's okay. It's not bad. I will continue to help my people in my town. And then they cut off our group, inside of the region. So it's like they give us bullshit. They think maybe we're going to use again. But inside of my heart, I know these things which I'm doing is right things, because it's not bad things. If I'm trying to give someone book which he don't have anything, for me it's good. And this book, everything's written in good way. They don't against anyone. So this is my story about my recovery situation. and I'm trying to be clean up to now. And in Tanzania, I think many people they think maybe I can relapse because I was against them, but it was very big difference because I can say I'm only one person in Tanzania who got contract job in international company in Tanzania. You know, now I'm working, I'm getting salary, I have house, you know, to live with my family. I have 2 children, you know, so I'm very grateful for it. And I'm grateful for all members all over the world who still supporting me, you know, because before I would think maybe I'm doing wrong things, but after going deep inside, I think I'm not alone. There are a lot of people all over the world. They are doing same situation like me I'm doing. So I'm grateful for it. And I'm very grateful to get chance to speak here. I have a lot of things to say, but I think I can use a lot of time, you know. So if anyone have a question to ask me, can ask me. So thank you, members.